Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and breaking news over in the Israel situation. No Israel this news channel is on Israel at this moment. So anyway, uh as Israel starting to seemingly doing some special military operation, they call it the limited military operation, ground operation into Lebanon, in southern Lebanon. Iran launched a mass barrage of uh, missiles into Israel. You can call it rockets, you can call it missiles. It's kind of unclear. It's some kind of ballistic missiles, but the accuracy seems to be pretty poor. But it's really fast. It looks very hypersonic. As you can see, the speed of the missile looks really fast. So uh, allegedly there's 180 missiles, more than 180 missiles was fired into Israel by Iran in retaliation. This is revenge for all the assassinations on the Hezbollah, Hamas. I'm not sure if there's Houthis, also IRGC, leaders that Israeli have assassinated through airstrikes and all any other means. So so Iran did mention that this is going to be just a one-off. So according to the reporting from this is actually a screenshot from Russia Today, because I like to check different sources like CNN, BBC, RT. I want to make sure that I get objective information. So this is from RT, but these are all facts. So it doesn't matter where the source come from. So the IRGC apparently is behind this attack against Israel, the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, and it looks like this attack is going to be a one-off, similar to the previous retaliation for the killing of the IRGC commander. So, according to the Iranian mission to the United Nations, they say that this is a legal, rational, and legitimate response to the Israelis' attacks, and so it has been duly carried out, which means that this is a one-off. I don't think they will be doing more. This looks to be a one-off situation, and they say that they warn that if the Israeli dare to respond or commit further acts of whatever the Iranians don't like, and then there will be a subsequent crushing response. So this is probably just a one-off barrage. Israel themselves talked about retaliation against the Iranian attack in a timely manner. So according to some other spokesmen or some other personalities on the Israeli side, it seems to suggest that they will strike back against Iran, but when they decide when to do it. So because they're not going to do it immediately, but they're going to do it like a surprise. Like so far the Israelis attacks tends to be pretty surprise based. So it looks like they're going to keep quiet for a while, and then they will suddenly do something to Iran. What that retaliation would be hard to say. Like previously, the helicopter crashed. In Iran, that was a surprise where the prime, I think the president, is it prime minister or president, the leader of Iran got killed. And who knows, that could be an Israeli thing, or maybe it's not. We do not know. So, like I said, the response from Israel would be pretty creative. This is what I guess it's going to be. It's not going to be something very direct, like what happens to the Israelis' attack into Lebanon. I think it's going to be pretty direct. So that's what's happening. According to the Israeli side, only 2% was injured. However, I did see other information that suggests that there are more injuries. There are other people who died due to falling debris. So it's kind of unclear. So anyway, based on the information, the initially the sirens was almost the entire of Israel, but strikes was reported in multiple places, particularly over in the Negev air base, the Nevatin, in Negev Desert. I think this is a Nevatin air base. So there's an air base around here that was struck many multiple times. So Nevatin air base. Yeah. So Then they also attacked the Hazarim base. Generally not important. You just know that they attacked certain military installations. However, it's not only military targets. There are rockets that drop across major cities like Tel Aviv. There's also Jerusalem. Jerusalem was also allegedly was hit, or at least have missiles projectiles flying overhead, and Israeli air defense did react. However, they are overwhelmed by the number of rockets and missiles that's flying through into the Israeli airspace. So, and I think the super fast ones are not the one that got intercepted. This is my guess. So, and of course, across the region, those everyone is celebrating, including the Palestinians, posing beside the debris that was probably shot down rocket parts. So I'm not sure if I have it here. Maybe I do not have it here. So yeah, you can see that these are Palestinians in the West Bank. They are celebrating, with the Iranian gifts that was sent across the desert. And so there is also footages coming out from Iraq and some other places celebrating the Iranian response. However, I have to say this is just one off, so it's not going to be sustained, as the Israeli will continue to bomb Lebanon. So it's not like, I mean, if they want to celebrate, they could. So the footages are spectacular. A lot of crazy footages coming out from this region, and I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me reduce the volume in case it's got too loud. You can see the footage is you can see how fast the missiles is dropping. It's pretty fast, and you can see there's more. So some seems to be slower. Like this one was, I think this was destroyed. So these are very bright ones are destroyed. Destroyed ones. Yeah, these are the destroyed ones. These are intercepted by air defense. So this, so you can see it's something like as if it's out of fictional movies. You see, so yeah, it's quite kind of surreal. It's a bit like Iron Dome. Iron Dome itself is also very surreal. So this attack is also looking very surreal. It looks like the stars are dropping. Someone cast some spells and brimstones drop down from the sky, kind of a situation. So anyway, that's the current situation over in Israel, and so far there is all these viral things they're talking about Iran declaring war on Israel. So far as I check, this is not true. There is no official declaration of war from Iran against Israel, so those are fake news, so you can ignore those. Then officially there is no declaration of war. Of course, there is war of words. Some say that no, they say some exaggerating thing like, oh, we're not in a state of war and whatnot, but they are not declaring war. However, this strike does seems to trigger civilian worries in Iran. Iranians quickly all went to the petrol station to fill up their petrol, because they worry about the retaliation coming from Israel. So that also happened. However, the so far I'm looking at the incursions through these live UA maps. It looks like the incursion is pretty limited. It's only around these border towns and cities. So there is Israeli raid. I'm not sure if these are airstrikes or whatnot. That it doesn't look like there is any objective, the mapping over here to show that the Israeli have entered into southern Lebanon, despite there was all these claims online. And but there is declared military area zones, and these few areas here are now declared as military zones, and they are close to public. And it looks like the attack is going to go into this town of city of Bin Jubai. So most likely this is going to be one of the targets they're going to enter. So the battles against these standoff battles between Hezbollah and Israel continues, and we shall continue to see how this is going to develop. And I'm still considering whether if I should be doing a war reporting on this conflict, but because generally Israeli related wars in recent times, like the Gaza war, has been pretty pointless because it's very one-sided. you reach a point where nobody really cares. The viewership clearly shows that no one cares. So but I will consider and see whether I can fit it into our schedules and our time, our air time, and we shall see whether it's meaningful or not. Because it will take additional resources to cover another war, so I will have to be careful. Or there could be a case where I will cover this through other people's mapping, like for example live UA map, as they are Ukrainian. They are not exactly very biased in terms of the Israeli issue. Of course, they are siding with Israel, but generally, they are still okay. But we shall see. We shall see how this develop. Anyway, thank you for watching. Do press the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next update. And anyway, this is a new channel, DPA News. So subscribe. I need to reach 1,000 to monetize the channel. 1,000 subs. So help to press the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next update.